Ciao, bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out. We have the first men's semi-finals in Madrid between the best tennis player on the planet right now, Yannick Sinner, against the 25th ranked up and coming Arthur FILS. This is going to be quite a blockbuster. We have big ground stroke hitters. We know about that deadly forehand from Arthur FILS. We know about the consistency and the power, the accuracy from Yannick Sinner. And I've got a little bit of information, as always, to encapsulate your interest and to fill in those blanks, those questions you have. Perhaps who's going to win the first set? Who's going to dominate the short balls? Who's going to be defending better? Well, I have enough information for you. So I want to start off first by just explaining that these two players have met they've met actually on court only once before, but there was one match, and that was back in 2023 in February, that did not take place. Sinner pulled out of that match, and Arthur FILS was awarded a walkover. They were not on court to play that match. So the only record that stands for both players playing one another is 2 weeks prior to that. And that was on the 11th of February 2023. Yannick Sinner got the better of the Frenchman in straight sets, but that was on hard court. That was indoor in Montpellier. And as I said, Sinner got the better of Arthur FILS. That was 3 years ago. And I'm just looking now at the record that these two have obtained already. The clay court season. Already have someone very eager. Thank you. Adriano Gambino, Sinner in 2 sets. Wow, I like that. Anyone else want to put up their opinion and write in the chat? Let me know who you think will win. I think this is great. Thank you very much, Padrino. Sorry. If anyone else wants to put up their prediction, go ahead. Let me know. Arthur FILS is already a champion, ATP 500 champion in Barcelona. He beat Rublev in straight sets, and man, that was a fantastic final to have watched. I streamed that final as well. If you want to go to my channel and have a look at the result, phenomenal play, the athleticism from the Frenchman, the deadliness, the accuracy, forehand and the serve, fantastic on that day. He just continued with that momentum 5 days later, starting in Madrid. Yes, he had a 3-setter against Busa from Peru, but thereafter against Nava, the American, against Argentinian, Echeverry, against Lehechka, he went on to win those 3 matches in straight sets. And he's booked himself a spot here in the semifinals. Looking at Yannick Sinner, superb, absolutely superb. Coming off the win against Lehechka in Miami, in straight sets. He walked into Monaco beating Humbert straight sets on clay. Machach, that was in 3 sets. That was the only set he dropped the entire tournament. Monte Carlo eventually beating, at the time, the world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, in straight sets. He then marched into Madrid, and it was his first match against the Frenchman Benjamin Bonzi, that he dropped a set. But since then, he's played, how can I say, almost flawless tennis. And he beat Muller in straight sets, Cameron Norrie in straight sets, completely dominated in that match, and then beat the Spaniard, the Madrid-born Rafael Jodar in straight sets. So I've just given you this information, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. For FILS, a lot of straight sets wins. For Sinner, a lot of straight sets wins. They're quite similar in the sense that they're going to go big uh, immediately after their serve, especially with that forehand. And I'm gonna draw up some comparisons, their strengths, their weaknesses for you guys to understand what's going on. I think very shortly the players should be going on court just to keep you informed. First time these two are playing on clay. This is a 16th time, 17th time to be honest. Sinner has been in semifinals of Masters 16 times. He's progressed 12 times to the final from a Masters 1000 semifinal. And FILS has been to semifinal twice, Masters 1000, merging young contender, still building experience at this level. Um, Possibly a complete contrast of what Yannick Sinner has achieved till now. For both players, let's have a look. How are the player profiles going to look? Yannick Sinner, elite baseliner, absolutely aggressive, a clean ball striker. I have seen a couple of mishits, but that comes with um, the challenges being on clay court. As the sets progress, the court gets dug up. These two players are going to be sliding a lot. I can imagine there's going to be drop shots. So, it does make it more challenging, but probably the cleanest ball hitter right now on tour. And it makes sense being world number one. Exceptional backhand. I'm very impressed because that's one shot that I pointed out back in Indian Wells on hard court, and I said, there's a weakness there. There's something there that's he needs to improve and find consistency. But as of late, superb. Serve quality is still of the highest, and the best in the world still. And yeah, very composed, thrives in high pressure moments and situations if he's returning or if he's serving. This match to be played center court, Manolo Santana Stadium. Arthur FILS, an explosive player, the hardest hitting forehand on tour, and yeah, also has a very powerful serve to start off with. Looks to strike the ball early. This is one of those moments. It's go big or go home, or go on the plane and carry on the tour. Here we go. Player's about to walk out on court. Walking through the tunnel of ball boys and ball girls. Through FILS is and yeah, maybe just to end up their playing profiles, still developing consistency. And it's something I have mentioned before, that he likes to strike the ball hard, and can act as a double-edged sword at times. And if he can find a balance with those two aspects, power, consistency, he could give Yannick Sinner a run for his money. Style matchup, consistency versus firepower. It's just such a good segue. And Sinner with his relentless depth, precision, repeatable patterns. Also, what I've liked about Yannick Sinner and witnessed is he's got a real three-dimensional game being on clay. I thought his level of tennis since the Sunshine swing and that double that he's won, I think it got better being on clay. Just has to keep a level head. I mean, who really stands in his way from winning this tournament? Rome, Roland Garros. I really think there's something in FILS. I think there's something there that is it could blossom. It could blossom today in this very warm, what are we, summer now? Very warm summer day, first day of May. Maybe something's going to happen there. He's done so well. I think winning Barcelona, that match was exceptional. And that's where that firepower comes in as he removes his AirPods, puts it away inside of his bag. Just got to check the last messages. Next generation players always got to look at their phone. I think we're all a sucker to being distracted by our phone. We've got to put that aside and focus first on that coin flip. So Sinner, variety, execution of shots, shot selection, knowing when is the right time to defend, when is the right time to counteract the aggression from the opponent. Pattern plays, keep the point short, knowing when to rally line. It's just, I can go on and on and on. It's so fabulous to have a player like this on tour who's so consistent, is playing at the highest level. Both players jogging to the baseline, starting their warm up. I didn't ignore you. There, Kabundukan. Wow. Magandang Gabi, and good evening, coach. Welcome back. Oh, Sinner. All righty. Very cool. FILS is a high impact player. He does have a good stamina, very good stamina. He's quick, he's got good movement, and he likes to strike that ball hard. Those aggressive bursts tend to keep the points short, but he's up against another elite mover behind the baseline, moving forward as well. I mean, just thinking about Sinner, picking up drop shots. I can't remember the last time it bounced twice for a drop shot. He's just so quick. So, looking at that, the stats: return, backhand, serve, all above 8.2, movement 8.8 in the last months, and it's that footwork, it's that speed around the court when he's defending, when he's being offensive. So good. Wow, very nice, Kabundukan. Yeah, it's also a public holiday in Germany. 1. Mai. Public holiday. It's control in the end, just to perhaps be very honest. It's control against chaos. Control, Yannick Sinner. Chaos is the FILS. And we know how sometimes he can lose his head. This is a high-profile match. It's a big moment for him. Looking at his stats, return is a bit low, 7.0, backhand 7.7, serve 7.9, movement very good, 8.2, but it's his backhand that's probably his best shot in the last 52 weeks with a nice high number, 8.4. Yeah, control versus chaos. Sinner dictates with structure, and control FILS injects the unpredictability, um, change of pace, power, yeah, those aspects. Get the last meeting, Montpellier. That was a semi-final. Didn't mention that. That was a semi-final, 2023, indoor. Sinner went on to win that match. Key factors is baseline stability from Sinner. Rarely misses under pressure situations or neutral situations. FILS can produce winners, but also unforced errors. That's where that chaos factor comes in. Is he pushes a little too much. Um, I remember when he was playing as well in Montpellier in the Occitanie Open. Ah, I see. Iceland is also in the chat. Very cool. Very happy. Bon dia. Serve. I think both players just have fantastic serve. Surprised about those stats, but it's more recent that Atrofis probably been serving really, really well and getting up there with those aces, getting a lot of free points when the first serve's going in. We know how Yannick Sinner can do the same. I think the returning game, that's going to be quite interesting. Sinner has the ability with through his first return, second return, or less the second return, but the first return to neutralize that serve and build up in the rally. Tends to be a little more patient in those regards. Where unlike Feast, maybe he can do the same today and a little more mature with his decision makings. Atrophy shows Sinner the new balls. And they get underway. First serve out wide was almost an ace. There we go. There's that pressure straight away. Sinner was standing back for the first serve. Now he's inside the court. Double hand, backhand, right down the middle. Big forehand from Feast down the middle. And he missed his backhand behind the baseline. Second serve. Sinner again inside the singles court, but this time he returns long. Good slice out wide. It's a short return. Big forehand winner down the line for the Frenchman. First serve down the tee. Sinner standing further back, so had a nice swing at it. But it went long. You will need a bit of time. Ooh, 206 kilometers per hour. Can definitely serve faster than that. Atrophies. Good, solid backhand return, but the serve was long. That was definitely over 215, I would say. Kick into the backhand, inside, in the middle with a double hand backhand return. They're in a backhand cross court dual center, change direction with a winner down the line. That looked so easy. Clean strike from the world number one. And just analyzing the positioning, Sinner was almost on the baseline. FILS staying too far back. He was further away from the baseline. Another second serve, something FILS is going to have to work on. Beautiful return cross court. Oh my goodness. That's 2 points in a row. Oh. No acknowledgement from FILS. It was a stunning return. The closest he's been to the service block. That's another first serve he's missed. It's bound to improve. I think FILS's first serve percentage will increase. Back in return goes long. Yeah, he hits the tape and it bounces really high up into the air. But out. Second serve was short. Another big backhand return, cross court. Backhand down the line. FILS hoists the ball up high into the air. Smash from Sinner. Deuce. A lengthy game now. Creeping up to 5 minutes. This has happened before. I've seen this happen to FILS. He has a bit of a slower start. If memory serves me well, I think the same thing happened in the final against Andrei Rublev in Barcelona before this tournament. Oh, stunning forehand cross-court winner. Whew. That was hot as the weather in Madrid. Yeah, that was a short return from Yannick Sinner, and FILS took his opportunities. Took his opportunity and hit the winner. Another first serve is missed, this time in the net. And double and backhand in the net. Wow. It's the first game. I just can't imagine this is going to happen on Sinner's serve. But who knows? There we go. A bit more smarter play from FILS. Only 192 kilometer per hour first serve. Get that percentage up. It's gonna increase his confidence, his belief in that first serve, and then slowly but surely add more power, pronate that wrist a little more. There we go. Good first serve out wide, but a solid return from Yannick Sinner. They're in a steady rally. Almost. Oh, and the backhand goes long. FILS holds. 16 times Yannick Sinner has been in the ATP Masters 1000 semi-final. He's only lost 4 times. What are the chances he's going to lose here? Will the world number one win the first set? I've just put up a poll. He struggled in that opening game to really dig deep. Let's see how Yannick Sinner is going to do here. Slice out wide, returns a bit short in the middle of the court. FILS plays his backhand cross court. Sinner finds even more angle with a double hand backhand cross court. So FILS doing the same, standing back for the first return, and for the second return, creeping closer. Oof, that was a thunderous return. Just could not find the singles court. Proud Kabundakan writing in the chat that the Italian Open, Rome, is starting soon. Double hand backhand, cross court goes long from FILS. Let's see if Sinner can win this point. Neither of these two have been to the final in Madrid. Just have to think that Yannick Sinner, the odds are in his favor. Odds of him losing very low. I mean, it was early on. Oh, wrong-footed, beautiful winner. Forehand down the line. Now, Padrino, Gambino, Sinner in 2 sets. Definitely does have that feel. Just look at those opening games. After a feast, his service game lasted just under 8 minutes. Juice add, juice add, juice add. He had 2 game points. Sinner came back strong. Our first serve percentage was low. I think that will improve. He's probably going to decide to tone down with that power first, get his accuracy, build up his confidence. Oh, but he starts with a double fault. That wasn't a great start. Now the second serve. Sinner is in front of the baseline. Backhand cross-court duels. FILS tries to change direction and he hits it long. Love 30. Could be nerves. Yet, Tatiana. Ooh, not a Sinner fan, I believe. I think I'm learning Russian here. Forehand in the net. That was a good deep backhand return. Of course, the camera is going to go straight to Goran Ivanisevic, the coach of FILS. Good first serve. And the first return goes long. This is where he needs some Ivanisevic magic if he wants to take it to deuce. And the forehand is too wild from FILS. First break of the match. And after 30 minutes, the players can get a proper sit down, 90 seconds. FILS has got a lot to think about. Yes, he's going big. He might feel that the courts have shrunk overnight, missing the lines, but he's up against an expert right now, the most on-form tennis player on the planet. Yeah, most of the points are due to FILS's unforced errors. Will he be able to turn that around? Yeah, it's a tricky one. He can decide to play longer rallies, try to find his rhythm. I think that type of tactic is going to favor Sinner. If he really wants to play rallies, he's going to have to try to mix it up. I say this so often, and it has worked. I know Sinner can struggle when he's playing very big hitters who are in the zone, strike the ball well. Moses Wera, Sinner will win first set for sure. He is a monster in the absence of Carlos. Great message. Yeah. And I mean, it must be very lonely being at the top, being number one, and no one is, he's got no competition. Right now, that's a short return. Double hand backhand in the net from Sinner. He's human. I tell you, it's easier. It's easier to get toward number one. To stay there, that's the hard job. Yannick Sinner's just making it look easy. He's in good form. Great first serve. 3/4 court, forehand, cross court. Oh, it's going to crush this. FILS just moved a little too early. 15-all. Oh, stunning, almost an ace. Stunning first serve down the middle of the court. Definitely doing better in that first serve percentage department. World number one. Monte Carlo Masters champion. Oh, ace out wide. Oh, looking hot today. And if he hits those lines, ball's just going to accelerate even quicker. That's a good serve. Ooh, almost sealed it with an ace down the middle. Kick onto the backhand. FILS tries to get around, but he misses the forehand. Forehand return. Whew. Serve out wide. Great return from Sinner. I think that lob's going out. Smart. Very smart from Sinner. So he was running forward. He probably felt that after he hit that forehand cross court, he might have dug up the ground a little bit, and he went back and he leveled it out, because it's right now it's in that service block, and Artur FILS is going to put his first serve now. It's going to help Sinner with if the ground stays level. Very good inside out forehand from Artur FILS. He's moving to three-quarter court. It's Sinner's turn to now hit the lob up, but it doesn't even make it over the net. 15 all. Even if that serve was in, Sinner would have hit a backhand inside in return winner. Second serve for Artur FILS. Kick down the middle of the court. Oh, what a return. Cancelled all the angles. Both players are in a backhand cross-court duel. FILS goes inside out with the forehand. Back to the backhands. Inside in now for Sinner. Finding great precision. First time he tried to hit too hard. And that was definitely, if that went over, that was missing the singles court by far. Armsal, nice comment. I can't fault you. I think his quality is great. Precision, consistency. That's what's phenomenal. And he's just getting better. I think he dealt with a lot of mental stress after losing that semi-final to Djokovic in the Australian Open. But he's come such a long way. That moment is far gone. And controlling the point from the second return, double hand, backhand, cross court. Artur FILS sliding two hands, trying to get it back. Oh, gave Sinner a great opportunity to hit the inside in forehand winner. Points won on the return in this match, 11 out of 21. Oh, thunderous forehand return. Sinner's at the net. That backhand was miles out wide. And it feels like FILS is not there. He's not quite there. Subdued, held back a little bit. He's got to change something up. The one thing that I'm noticing is he's trying to pull Sinner out wide. He's trying to go down the middle of the court. He needs to try a body serve. Right into the backhand. First return, fantastic from Sinner. Into a backhand cross-court duel. Too short from Artur FILS. Forehand, cross-court. Sinner changes direction straight to the backhand, which is Artur FILS' best shot. Excuse me. For the last couple of weeks. Still rally going on. Sinner goes down the line with the backhand. There's a big forehand winner. Oh, the quality What a winner after such a lengthy rally. And that's going to serve um, Sinner just well. He really put a lot of effort to that final strike. But that was a lengthy, you can see how he's breathing. That was a lengthy rally. He will feel tired after that. And perfect timing. Breathing heavily, you can see top part of his chest. Trying to get as much oxygen as possible. Yeah, it was a change of height and power. It was one forehand. Oh my gosh, in the rally. Oh, stunning strike. Footwork. Oh. From a tennis perspective, there is so much one can learn by keeping an eye on Yannick Sinner. And it makes sense why his footwork and his movement is superior. Yeah, of course, he's got the great forehand and the backhand, the serve. Net play is also pretty good. But that's all because of his movement, his footwork, agility, great at defending, great movement when he's attacking. I just keep going on and on and on. Chevy, hi there, hello to you too. Salamat sa live stream. Moses, 2 breaks already. This looks like it's gonna be a very short day in the office for Sinner. I think it was a let first serve. It was an ace. Kick onto the backhand. Return is too short. Atrofis guesses the right way, but there's no chance. I think the approach was long. Lucky man. Eric Christian. Sinner's got turbo-charged toes. Hey, very nice. A lot of people getting involved today. Not a bad defensive lob. Oh, but the forehand slice from FILS goes long. Missing the first serve. Return is long. Make it easy for the number 1 seed. First serve's good. First return, very defensive. Sinner try to go big. Misses it. Cross court. Ideal playing situation today. I don't see any wind right now. I think there's a cloud between the court and the sun, just cooling things down. And then it looks like the sun then bakes the court and then gets a bit cloudy. Backhand cross court with angle. That's a winner from Yannick Sinner. One more. One more. Look, look, look. Can make it 900. 900. Who wants to be the 900th subscriber? If you subscribe, please put your name in the chat. That'll be great. Oh, what a return. It was long. 5-1. First serves in the net. Good second serve down the middle of the court. Just can't find the lines. FILS is getting a bit upset with himself. And it's going to make life very easy for Yannick Sinner if he loses this game. Unforced errors till now in this match. 7 for Sinner, 10 for FILS. Missed their first serve, but wow, what a first return on the forehand side for Yannick. That was a bit better. Into the body slice forehand cross court from FILS. He's standing further back. Drop shot from Yannick Sinner. Very well executed. FILS gets there. Lob. And I think the lob goes long. Nice little pattern play there. Exciting stuff. Sinner mixing it up. Remeses is in the house. Sinner beating the brakes off FILS. Chica is also there. Good afternoon. It is true. Alcaraz will miss both Rome and the French Open. And if so, what is wrong with him? Well, he's got that wrist injury. I haven't heard about it. I haven't heard anything since then. But I believe if he's out for so long, he's probably going to get surgery. Unforced error from FILS. Missed the first serve again. I think he's going to wake up in the second set. Kick out wide. Oh, backhand return. Goes into the tram lines. Thanks, Kabunda Khan. I really appreciate that. We'll get there. We'll get there. FILS forcing Sinner into defense, and he wanted to change it up. Yannick then attempted drop shot, lands in the net, too flat. Game point. First serve is long. Can't wait for the membership to roll out at 1,000. Oh, what a surprise attack off the second serve. Yannick Sinner double hand backhand return down the line, followed up to the net. Forehand in the net from FILS. Glad Atrofis is back. Had a spinal injury and made him miss much of last season. Yeah. Very powerful in Occitanie, but didn't have his range. He's improved a lot over the last couple of months. Beautiful backhand. Great defense from Sinner. How on earth did he get there? Did he just hit his backhand in the tram lines? Oh, what a winner. Okay. Trying to read the facial expression from Atrofis. Oh, yeah, that was clearly in. Wrong footing, Sinner. That was good defense, but just not enough. First hook down the middle of the court. Oof, there's a lot of power coming from Atrofis now. And he holds his game. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm starting to feel right now. He is waking up. So let's put this poll to rest. Thank you, Chika Onyeremba, for your message. Very cool. I'm starting to sense now Atrofis has just picked up the level. Still a lot to go. I can't see him winning this set. I can't see him coming back. Oof, I mean, 3, 4. He has to break Sinner's game twice now in the set to take it to 5-all. I can't see that happening. But I think he's almost warming himself up now for the second set. The first set ran away from him. Sinner, exceptional from the word go. But he's been, in the last game, he was defending more. You could see he was pushed to his limits. The speed in which he was moving around the court. Both players feeding off one another. Well, Sinner is going to be serving for the set. Agreed, but it's better than a breadstick. Oh, wild forehand return. 15 love. It's only 2 shots. Second serve was more or less into the body, but because FILS is staying so far back, try to get around the ball. Oh, what a first serve. Sinner on the service line, smashes that forehand cross court. Very high contact point as FILS try to block it back. Block that first return. I mean, he's going to be chasing balls all day if he decides to treat the first return that way. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, that was almost an ace down the middle of the court. Sinner's body language made me think it was an ace. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand, inside out. That's a bit short. Good forward down the line. FILS is chasing. Drop shot. More air. Oh, Sinner's going to get there. Oh! Gee, just was too relaxed. Got to the drop shot. Just looked like he was waiting too long. And he tried to scoop that forehand with angle across the net. Both players were basically staring at one another. That's how close they were to the net. I think if both players had to reach out straight arm with the racket in front, they would have touched the net. Whoa, I'm not too sure about that, Kabundukan. I got a feeling, yes, the set is looking quite easy. I got a feeling FILS is getting fired up. Kick out wide, the court's wide open. Sinner goes inside out. Again, inside out with the forehand. Backhand from FILS, bit short. Both players almost are they aiming for the service line. That was better length. What a change up from Sinner. And it's 40-15, set point. Good first serve. The forehand return goes in the net. First set is up. And a relatively easy set. There was something about Arthur FILS in the last couple of games just started to compete for the first time. I think that's the best word. He was definitely out of it in the beginning. Too many unforced errors. In the last couple of games, even more with more power, but the accuracy was far better. Needs to get more first serves in. Might be a good position now for Arthur FILS to be in. Starting the second set on serve. We know he started the match with his service game. That opening game took just under 8 minutes, if I remember correctly. And he struggled. He's grown into this match now. I want to see more body serves. from Arthur FILS. I think also going down the middle of the court might not be too bad of an option. Well, I'm happy for you, Chica. Things get better for you. Jika Onyerimba. And just like the first set, Arthur FILS will serve first here in the second set. Yeah, 89% of you said yes, Yannick Sinner would win the first set. 11% believed FILS was probably going to come back and win it. More kick, a little bit slower the second serve, more bounce. And backhand goes along. But he's got to land more first serves. Yeah, even that. 201 kilometers per hour long. Kick onto the backhand. Big backhand return cross court. Not a bad winner from FILS. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sinner's been plugging away with that second return from the advantage side. Backhand cross court aggressively. But FILS, that was the first time I saw such a great winner. Brave. He was under pressure. Oh, a lot of messages coming through here. I'm going to get to it now from Moses, Chica, Reda Ramos. Double hand backhand in the net. 40 love. Moses, whereas Sinner is used to beating Zverev often, that I would prefer blocks to win today just to experience some new blood. Sinner is winning here in straight sets without no doubt. Okay, like that. Put that message up. Ooh, wild forehand. Yeah, he went for power. Just mustn't forget the topspin. 40-15. Chica Onyerimba writes, FILS is intimidated. First major semi-final by the occasion. First semi-final in Madrid. But he's been to two previous Masters 1000 semi-finals. Short return from Sinner. Has to do a bit of chasing. Good response from Sinner, defending well. What a forehand slice. Cross-court forehand down the line is long. FILS holds his game. Redal Ramos. Right, Sinner is making it look so easy against a good player like FILS. Hoping the second set would be more competitive. I actually agree with you. I've been really impressed with this youngster and how the Frenchman has been playing recently. I thought he was phenomenal against Rublev. A bit of a slow start, but man, when he pulled the trigger, it just started a chain reaction. And yeah, Rublev then just struggled, couldn't deal with the power and the pace after FILS brought on court. And I think that's where Sinner struggles. Yes, he's hit a couple of unforced errors already because the Frenchman has gone with more power. He has the biggest the fastest forehand on tour. Huge let and it goes. No, did it land on the line? Oh my goodness. Lucky missed the Italian. And he apologizes a second time because the ball deviated incredibly. It was basically going down the middle of the court. And then it landed on the inner tram line right by the net on FILS' side. First serve in the net. Kick out wide. Beautiful kick. Wow, how that ball bounced. FILS now just apologizing. Oh, got lost in the flowers. And I think the spectators are going to have to dig in. Having to rely on that second serve in this game. Leading 30 love though. Kick out wide onto the forehand. Good depth from FILS. Inside out forehand. Clips the top of the net and then bounces out behind the baseline. Just shows how much power the Frenchman is using. Yeah, 3-game points. Neither one of these players have been to the final in Madrid. It definitely looks like Jannik Sinner has already got 1 foot through the doorway. Slower first serve, 199 kilometers per hour. Not the best serving game in terms of first serve percentage. Kick out wide, double hand backhand, deep, cross court. And it looked like the backhand from Sinner was out. That was long. 3-15. And we made 900. Please write in the chat. Let me know who just subscribed. That'd be great. Cool. Now, next step 1,000. Got to get to 1,000. 1,000 subscribers. And Sinner's attacking the net at the right time. But he doesn't need to play a volley. Totally understand, Chica. Where is it? Yeah. Good serve out wide to open up the court. Good forehand down the line. That was too much power for Sinner to control. Kick out wide, double and backhand. Return was short with angle cross court. Again, great power from FILS with the backhand. Sinner gesturing something. Looked like he was making a tornado movement. Does he feel dizzy? But FILS is definitely up the power. And miss. Oh, that was an unforced error from Sinner. Wow, beautiful technique. Slow motion on that Atrofi's second serve. Great backhand down the line. Sinner hoists the ball up. Wow, finds the corner. They're both on the baseline. Atrofis was at the net trying to attack. Atrofis wrong-footed. Forward down the line. Drop shot from Sinner. Very well executed. Beautiful shot from Atrofis. Sinner had to be delicate. Oh, with the backhand down the line. And Atrofis sprinting from the net backwards. Tried to play the tweener. Putting a smile on the spectators' faces. Oof, that was a good drop shot. Beautiful angled one-hand backhand cross court from Atrofis. Just not enough power. Sinner got there quite easily. Good first serve. Forehand return goes long. Holding serve. Well, there's definitely fight in the Frenchman. And good for him and his supporters. And he's held his service game. That was better. Yes, the rallies are getting a little longer. That's going to improve his confidence, his belief in himself. He definitely has what it takes to hold his service games. Getting more first serves in. Yeah, maybe going to be very critical on Sinner. A few unforced errors. His returning was better, the quality in the first set compared to now. That could also be due to the fact that Atrofis has woken up, perhaps. Getting more balls into the court. Ooh. Okay. Now, can FILS win the second set? Cast your vote. Let me know what you think. Yes or no? They're in the backhand cross-court duel, and Atrofis getting more forehands. Now backhands, proper backhands cross-court. Inside out again. Atrofis doesn't want to test Sinner's forehand. Change of pace from Atrofis. Is he getting tired in this rally? Oh my goodness. Did he land it? Oh, just out. Whoa. This much out behind the baseline. I need to get back on the golf course, Chica. I haven't. At least get to a driving range. A little challenging in the Netherlands. A lot of rules. But I like a good game of golf. Those mashy courses are the best. I struggle with my woods. I slice too many. And then when I try to compensate, then I topspin the balls, and then they swing to the left. Great backhand cross-court slice from FILS. Trying to defend. He's keeping it on Sinner's backhand. Chasing the backhand side again, getting a lot of balls in. Oh, and he pulled the trigger inside in forehand. He misses it. Two lengthy rallies, one after the other, ending with unforced errors, I would say. Oh, good defending. Got to the ball, just couldn't get the backhand over the net. 30-15. Really liked your golf reference. Can handle this. Oh. Inside out forehand from Sinner. Heavy backhand topspin from FILS. Increasing the power a little bit. Backhand cross-court duel. Inside in forehand in the net from Atrofis. Almost hypnotic now, point by point. Trying to bully one another on the backhand. The backhand side. But no one's budging. It seems the errors are coming from the forehand. Almost like a boxing match, and just defending with both arms, not getting hit, taking the jabs. Wow, was that good? What a second serve. Incredible. Slice out wide. Made it very difficult for Feast to deal with. Chika Onyerimba asks, do you think American IV players should be allowed back into the PGA Tour? Oh my goodness. Yeah, is that the LIV? That's that um, almost sponsored by the Middle East, right? They get paid more. It's like a different league altogether. Why would they want to go back? I mean, they went for the money, surely, if I'm correct. I mean, I don't follow golf. I like to watch it, but yeah, Roy McIlroy, man, he's so good. He just won. He just won the U.S. Open, didn't he? Yeah, too many unforced errors from Atrofis. That's a good first serve out wide. Backhand return in the net. There's another first serve. 30-15. Well, there's a lot of belief. A lot of people in the chat think that Atrofis can win the second set. There has been a change in his playing style, consistency, power, all for the good. Starting with a slow kick serve, but he hits it in the net. And that looked like a double fault. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I had to move the camera or show Goran Ivanisevic. One of the greatest servers of all time. Oh, Sinner gets the right way. Wow, what a forehand winner down the line. Break point. He had to deal with a lot. The return was short. What a good first serve from Feast, though. And Feast smashed that forehand. It almost like a smash. That was so high, the contact point. But what a winner from Yannick Sinner. Great serve. Down the middle. Sinner, with all his might, tried to get to the ball. Only was able to return first in the ground. Apparently, they have regrets. Yes, Rory won another major. Back to Green Jackets at Augusta. His worst major. But not anymore. Oh, unforced error. Third shot in the rally. Serve out wide. Was good. Saves break point. Slice out wide. Return is long. Advantage. Atrofis. First, I'm just struggling a little bit here. Oh, that's an interesting statement. Thank you, Mr. Torres. Nice to see you in the chat. Ooh, that would be a turnaround. I was thinking about that, really. Feast being Baptiste, slow start to find his range, hitting with more power, holds his service game. Senna, that was a wayward forehand. Nice to see so many people in the chat giving their opinions, talking about golf. I must say, I remember my first experience on a driving range. I think it was a driving range, just to have fun. You know, you buy a bucket of balls and just slog away. Yeah, I think I was maybe 16 years old, 17. Never picked up a club in my life before that. Oh, I think when I was very, very young as a kid, I tried. But once I focused more on tennis, then in my spare time I would have played table tennis. But there I was on the driving range. And I was told that just hit the ball like you're hitting a tennis ball. And then at some point, I think there was a coach watching me, and he came over to me and he said, "You're a tennis player." I said, "Yeah, yeah. I can see that in your technique. Try giving me a few tips." They're very similar, very similar. If you're a good tennis player, you should be able to play golf. Not like a pro, because I find golf incredibly difficult. I've played once 18 holes and it was exhausting. Put me on a tennis court for 3-4 hours, I don't mind. I will run and chase and sweat and I think I'm just designed and built that way. But my goodness, golf it's such a mental sport. Really like tennis, but even more so your concentration. You can't be switching off and looking at beautiful nature and Marty Supreme. Sinner not finding enough depth. There we go, switching it up. A lot of movement left and right. FILS was in control at that point. Oh. Yeah, but I just tried it out. I just really, as a young man, I think that's 16, 17 even. They're in a backhand cross-court duel again. Almost seems like that's where FILS wants to build up the point for. Wow, what power and angle from Yannick Sinner, forcing the error. 15 all. No, 18 holes, tough. Wow. I had such a good start, especially with my woods. I was so happy. Teeing off first hole, then getting to the third, fourth, and then roundabout there, fourth hole, fifth hole, just realized, yeah, this is going to be long, because it's really the waiting time that's tough. I want to keep playing, but I'm with, how many were there of us? Maybe three, four of us playing. It's a lot of waiting. I think my irons are better. Good disguise, getting the drop shot. Arthur FILS is not going to get that forehand volley cross court from Sinner. 315. Remesis, you were asking table tennis? Have I seen Marty Supreme? Oh yes, isn't he this guy that he's got his own YouTube channel now and he does the snake under the table? Amazing. And then he hits it, and then he does this on top. I think you're talking about him. Great improvement for FILS in the second set, but it's still for him to break Sinner. That's going to be the biggest challenge. Unforced error. Oh, I thought there was something wrong with his back, but he's probably got an itch he can't reach. Maybe it goes to the tiebreak if he does his best. Oh, I really like how the pole has changed. Wow. Very cool. Serve down the tee is an ace. 40-30. 218 kilometers per hour. Straight down the middle of the court. Oh, and he wraps it up with an ace out wide. He really does well. It's a big ask. It's a real big ask for FILS to break Sinner. Right now, I really can't see it. Just hit two aces in the row. How can he neutralize such accuracy, power, and short out wide? Short in the service block. Sinner really utilizing every inch of his body. Again into the backhand cross-court duel. FILS comes out top. Unforced error, double hand backhand cross-court. First serve is good. Return is short. Inside out forehand winner from FILS. Okay, big chance for Sinner. Let's go. I didn't see your message. Chica, so which is tougher, winning a major in golf or winning a slam in tennis? Sounds like you're saying golf would be harder. The physicality of tennis is so immense. I mean, just go back to that semi-final when Sinner lost to Djokovic. Beautiful ace down the middle of the court. Let's talk about that a little bit. I like this, and you must understand, I'm also very biased. Love tennis, and yes, so I've played football. I think endurance, it's tough. It's really, really tough. You can run kilometers in a single match. But in tennis, if you look at that semi-final, Sinner played Djokovic. They played for 5 hours. Most of the playing time is obviously not over 5 hours, but because it's such an intense sport physically, and they're hitting long rallies and they're running back and forth, chasing drop shots, running back to the baseline because of lobs. What's made it even tougher in tennis is that they have an allocated time. It's 25 seconds. As soon as the umpire calls the score, the timer goes off. 25 seconds to start the next point. It takes a physical toll on these players. In Grand Slams, if weather permitting it's perfect, then they have a break every second day, and they need that to recuperate. They need that break. It's one of the few sports that players will be eating during the match, and they're having breaks, taking walking by the banana, getting energy, because it takes a lot of energy. And the decision making mentally has to be split seconds. It's back and forth, non-stop. Where golf, it's very calculated. And then when you're making decisions and you're talking with the caddy, or when I think about those 18 holes and I'm talking to my friends and they're giving me advice because they're more golfers than I am. I'm trying to take that into consideration and do this and try this and don't follow through. Try to stop. It's a very technical sport, just like tennis is. Double fault. Yannick Sinner. So, you can take a golfer, Roy, for example, put him on a tennis court, and he could probably hit a few balls over the net, but he can't play like a professional. And you can take Yannick Sinner, take him off a tennis court, and he'll play golf, but he's not going to play like the pros. Except Amanda Kutzer. Amanda Kutzer, being South African, coming from South Africa, knowing her story, she represented South Africa first as a golfer and then switched to tennis and became a professional tennis player. I know that's what Ashley Barty wanted to do as well, was try focus on golf and finish tennis early her career. I think she found it being a huge challenge. First serve goes in. Serve goes in, return goes out. Okay, big chance. Mr. Torres, it's too early in the set, but I don't think there'll be a tiebreak. Sinner make history with 5. Can Sinner make history with 5 Masters? Good first serve, good return. FILS moving well. Sticking to the backhand side. Inside in forehand from Sinner. And that forehand is way out. Right through FILS. And Chica, plus it's 2 weeks of their life, if you're lucky. I don't actually even know. How long is a major? How long is it 1 week? Because Grand Slams, 2 weeks every second day. Qualifying rounds are probably half a week before that. Sinner really getting those first serves in. Even contest between Yannick Sinner and FILS when it comes to their first serve. Both getting high percentages right now. For all. Definitely heard about Barty, golf interest. So cool about that South African. Yeah, that was that was long ago, in the 90s. She did well, Amanda Kutzer. She got to 4, maybe 5 in the world. Never won a Grand Slam. Oh, world number 3, Amanda Kutzer. Highest ranking, 1997 on the 3rd of November, was 3rd in the world. And her best was semi-finals Australian Open, 96, 97, and French Open semi-finals. Both players rallying down the middle of the court, bit short from FILS. There he finds his length. Sinner hit a bit short. Staying on the advantage side. Huge lead. Drop shot from FILS. Sinner's not going to get there. Double bounce. 15 all. Oh. Really interesting how the pole is changing. Looking very promising for FILS. Kick into the backhand. Didn't have to be very aggressive. Sinner standing really far back. Backhand cross-court duel. FILS looks like he's conserving his energy. Sinner's trying to hit harder and hits the forehand cross-court out. 30-15. Patient play right now from the Frenchman. Gundogan thinks this is going to a tiebreak. Kick out wide, very short. Double hand backhand in the net. It's this type of game that Sinner is going to want to win. The probabilities, it's rather high. He will take his chances, and Sinner excels in these type of moments. He will know the pressure that FILS is feeling pressure. Whoa, huge miss hit from FILS, and he throws his racket on the ground and catches it. Important moment. How is the Frenchman going to respond now? He's been putting in a lot of kick serves. There's no power anymore. Sinner standing in the shade. Good cross court. Return. Staying on the backhand side. FILS doesn't want Sinner to use his forehand, perhaps. Or get him in. Oh, definitely looks that way. Nothing's changing. Sinner's still hitting backhands. Inside in forehand was short from Sinner. Short forehand cross court from FILS. I wonder if both players are tired or they... Oof, good backhand cross court. Sinner. Oh, what a moment. Massive winner. That is going to be in the highlight package. Oh, incredible. But it was the backhand before that almost... I was getting hypnotized with the amount of backhands, just back and forth. And then Sinner just went for a little more angle, short. Pulled FILS out of the court. FILS tried to play with more power, be aggressive. Oh, wow, he pulled the trigger with a double hand backhand. The placement was perfect. And you got a feel for the Frenchman. Felt that he just didn't show up in that first set. A better second set. But surely Jannik Sinner is going to win this next game on serve. Especially on serve. Gundogan is very happy. Let's see how he voted. I'll put the poll to rest. FILS win the second set. 56% of you who voted said yes. Maybe there's some Sinner fans and people are listening along thinking Sinner's going to get that. He's going to break the Frenchman, and it's just happened at the right time. already it's building up pressure. In the beginning, you get an early break, but there's still many games before the set comes to an end where breaks can happen again. It's the first time FILS got broken in this set, and he's trailing 5-4. Jannik Sinner serving for the match. Oh. Okay, it was an ace, but it was a let. Great first serve. That return's not going to make it over the net. 15 love. Kabundu Khan. Probably got one eye open watching this. Bless your soul. Thank you for your support, my friend. Always appreciated. Kick out wide, inside out forehand, return winner, stunning. FILS also has it in him to come out with the goods when he needs it most, and he's got support. I believe the crowd, if there are neutrals out there, they want to see more. 164 km per hour forehand return winner. Whew. How's my eye bag? Okay. Do I have bags? Oh, do I? Backhand cross court is out from FILS. Creeping closer. Sinner just 2 points away. Good first serve out wide. Court opened up. Backhand down the line. There was a power. Miss it. Forehand cross court. And Sinner has match point. Oh, gosh. Great serve down the middle of the court. And the lob is out. It's over. Jannik Sinner wins in straight sets. 6-2, 6-4. And it's another final. Who can stop this man? Just so much to admire about this Italian. Quality in all aspects of his game. To another Masters final. FILS looking hard done by, expression on his face. Appreciating the love and the support from everyone in the stands. A lot of messages coming in right now. Go to bed, Kabundu Khan, but thank you very much for being in the chat. Mr. Torres, FILS just has to have his game and set. Yeah, well, that made the difference. It was perfect timing. That was stolen away from Yannick Sinner. Forza, Yannick. Redo Ramos, just one match away from taking his 4th Masters 1000 in 2026. Yeah. Insane. Chica, 4th straight final. Yeah. That must be some type of record on its own. But who's going to stop him? Blocks. Really like the way he's playing. He's composed, powerful, plays a smart game. He's going to take on Zverev. I mean, Zverev. Oh, I've got a lot to say about Zverev. I think Sinner separated himself from everyone now. Quality is just amazing. That double hand, backhand, second return. Oh, unbeatable. Didn't see enough body serves from FILS. A little too one-dimensional there. Antonio Laviccia, bravo, bravissimo, Yannick. Nice message there. Thank you, Antonio. Mr. Torres, what? I thought it was the best of 5 sets. No. No. Only Grand Slams. Grand Slams. I think it's good that they did that as well. It separates the slams from all other tournaments. They used to be that way. It used to be 5 sets. And the men were playing 5 sets almost week in, week out, and then Grand Slams. Okay, 500s were 3 sets. I mean, that's exhausting. That's an exhausting. I think it was also difficult for organizers to finish the tournaments. Grand Slams that have more time. Main draw 14 days long, and look at Monte Carlo. I mean, that was 1 week. That's every day they were playing Masters. Monte Carlo, that's a rich place, expensive place to live as well. So they try to cram everything in 1 week. There's a lot of tennis being played. Madrid tried to. I like this format. I really like this format. I think it's better. It's better for the players. It creates. It's better for the players in the sense that they can stay at that high quality. They can produce high quality tennis over the year, over the season. So yeah, best out of first to 2 sets, best out of 3. It's a smart decision, and then go for it with those best of 5. The question now is, now that this has been brought up, will there ever come a time that women will play best of 5 sets in Grand Slams? They always play best of 3. Grand Slams, Masters, WTA 500s, 250s. When will that moment come? Will it ever come that women will play 5 sets, best of 5 sets in Grand Slams? I wonder what that will do to the organizers. Well, Senna is through to the final, 6-2, 6-4. He'll be waiting for the winner between Alexander Blocks and against Alexander Zverev. And I think the German is going to make his way through to the final. 2-time champion at Madrid. He likes to be at this tournament. He's got good memories. So much, coach. See you next game. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to see you at the next game. You're going to be fast asleep. Good luck with all the work on the construction site tomorrow. Get that much needed rest. And to everyone else out there, I decided to do a little bit differently today. Padrino, Gambino, Chevy, Moses, Kabundukan, Amsel, Tatiana, Aislan Lima, Remesis, Chica, Onyeremba, Redel, Ramos, Mr. Torres, And even at the end, Antonio Lavaccia, thank you so much for being part of the chat and keeping me entertained, keeping me thinking. Very nice, interesting one there about golf. With the summer hitting the Netherlands, makes me want to, if I can find time, try to get to a Mashi course or a driving range and just slog a few balls. So thank you very much, Chica. But really, it's you guys that keep me entertained. I'm trying to keep everyone else entertained and up to date what's happening with these matches. But it's thanks to you that, yeah, it's exciting. Makes it exciting for me to keep tabs and to, yeah, answer your questions, thought-provoking questions a lot of the time. Yeah, so thank you to you. Not very likely for women to play 5 sets. It's already difficult for men. So thank you for your comment, Chica. And from my side, one person answered, will it ever happen? Will women ever play best of 5 sets? Can they try it out once? Should they try it out once, then go back? I mean, men used to play Masters 3 sets, and then they went to 5 sets and went back to 3 sets. It's possible. Be interesting to see how the women can handle that. Maybe on that note, leave it at that. And very cool that we got to 900, 100 subscribers away from reaching 1,000. Be an incredible milestone for me. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you're still watching, this is the moment. Go for it. Hit the subscribe button. Join the community. Get busy in the chat. And we will see each other more often. I will be back for the second semi-final. Alexander Blocks is taking on Alexander Zverev in a few hours. So, looking forward to that. That's going to be another great match. Very exciting. Got the number 2 seed in the semis. And yeah, we've got an on-form player ranked 69 in the world. And I really like how Blocks has been playing. So I'm looking forward to that match. From my side, take care, look after yourself, look after the people around you, and we'll see each other at the next live. Ciao for now. My pleasure. Redo Ramos, my pleasure.